Good morning, and good morning. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. I am so excited. It's a new year, new opportunities. I am here this morning and again, so very, very grateful. Happy New Year, happy 2022. I am broadcasting this morning, sitting here as you can see, live, intellectual radio. I am also streaming live in my Facebook group, You Have the Power, and I'm also on Instagram in One Evolution. New beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings. And just have to take a moment and just breathe and just kind of soak it all in. Again, I'm excited. New day, new opportunity. It's been a long journey, but I am so grateful and excited to be here in a new platform. So to my ladies that are in the You Have the Power group on Facebook, you know what to do. Type in good morning so I can say good morning to you. You know I always enjoy giving you a shout out. To the folks that are on Instagram, give me a wave. Hey, Happy New Year. And to the folks who are just tuning in, because this is my first time on intellectual radio, you can always call me and give me a shout out. The phone number is 708-223-8953. And if you're looking at me, you can see the number is right behind me. And this is the best part of starting out in the morning, is the opportunity to say your name and to give you a shout out, because I am so grateful and so blessed and thankful that you get up in the morning to listen to me. So thank you so much. So I'm just going to scroll really quickly. I see Sarah is on, Winetta, Janice is on, Dr. Emma is on, Judy Mitchell is on, Carolyn is on. Good morning, good morning. See, Morgan is on Instagram. Again, to the folks that are looking and listening via intellectual radio, you can always call in and just say, hey, my name is so-and-so, and just say good morning to me. Again, the phone number is 708-223-8953. It is the second day of the very new year, 2022. And again, I am so excited and so thrilled to be here. New opportunities, new beginnings. And that's what I'm going to spend some time talking about this morning. New beginnings, beginning anew in 2022. But I wanted to also take the opportunity to just call out your name and just say good morning to you, because this is the highlight of my morning. So thank you so much again for getting up and joining me. And I'm here in the studio. Yay! Goes to show you, you never know where your journey is going to take you. But you know me, especially for those of you who've been with me for a while, you know me. And I'll be the first one to tell you that it's not always easy. It can be challenging, but you have to be obedient and follow through. Now, this is me being obedient and following through. And as a result, I have a new platform, and that's intellectual radio. So I'm grateful for this platform. And I'm sitting here, and you already know my good ride or die is right here with me, Ubong. And I want to talk about support a little bit later, but whenever you decide to make changes in your life, you have to make sure you have that support that's going to help you. You have to make sure you have that support that's going to hold you up when you sometimes can't do it for yourself. So Ubong got up this morning. Of course, she said, I'm going to be there with you. So she said, I will pick you up at 6:30. And I walked out at 6:27 and she was already sitting there. So to my good dear friend who's sitting here in the studio with me, Ubong, love you much, and thank you so much for being on this journey with me. So welcome to the You Have the Power, broadcast this morning. And I'm going to give you a little bit of history, because for those, again, of you who've been with me for a while, up until now, it's been called Coffee Talk. But as of today, it is You Have the Power, and it speaks for itself. You have the power to create and live the life you desire. So welcome to 2022. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for getting up and joining me this morning. I truly appreciate you. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Eva Kennedy. I'm a certified life coach and the founder of One Evolution, a boutique life coaching firm. And I am committed with purpose-driven passion to helping women make meaningful changes that give them the freedom to live the life they desire. I started a Facebook group in 2017 called You Have the Power. And I started that group because I wanted to provide support, encouraging, and inspiration to help women live the life they want. And I started doing coffee talk in that group and going live every Sunday morning, just providing an inspirational and an encouraging message to help women pursue their dreams. And here I am. Now I've added another platform to help me get the message out or to help encourage and inspire women. So I started the You Have the Power Facebook group, and then a couple of months ago, I started going live on Instagram. But I've been praying and asking what's next, asking God what is next. And this opportunity to be on intellectual radio, to add this as a platform, just kind of fell in my lap. Tell you the story really quickly. I met this brother at the book signing, one of my book signings this summer, and he called me. He told me about intellectual radio. I didn't follow up. He called me back to make sure I followed up. So here I am. Now, every Sunday morning, 7:30, you can find me right here, intellectual radio, streaming live. I will also continue to stream live in the You Have the Power Facebook group. So don't feel that I'm deserting you, because I will continue to do so, and in One Evolution on Instagram. So every Sunday morning, if you're here, I will be here. And remember, if only one of you show up, I will always show up as long as you show up. So welcome to 2022. Thank you so much again for getting up and joining me. I am so excited. Now, I must admit, last week I tried to talk myself out of this. I was like, what, am I crazy? Because this is really going beyond my comfort zone on two levels. Number one, I've added another platform again, which is intellectual radio. But now I've gone beyond being comfortable in my own home, because doing coffee talk, I would just have to get up and just go downstairs and sit at the kitchen counter, pajamas and all, and we would just have a conversation. Now I have to get up, get dressed, get in the car, and drive here. So I've really gone beyond my comfort zone. But I'm excited and, again, grateful that you are here with me. So that's just a little bit of history of how we got here, going from the You Have the Power Facebook group to Coffee Talk, now to broadcasting not only live in the You Have the Power group, but Instagram and also intellectual radio. So it's been a journey. It's been an amazing journey. But this is what happens when you step beyond your comfort zone and you be obedient and you follow through. So today, I want to spend a few minutes just talking about new beginnings, beginning anew. And that is going beyond. Wherever you are right now, think about where you are. And think about what it is that's been placed on your heart and going beyond your comfort zone. This is an opportunity today, beginning anew, 2022, new beginnings. If you are not focusing on living and creating the life you desire, today is the day. If you have a yearning in your heart, today is the day to start to begin the journey of being the fullest expression of yourself. Now, I know some of you that may be listening may be thinking, I am already on this journey of creating and living the life that I desire. And if you are, congratulations, that's awesome. Now help somebody else on their journey. Now, by you tuning in to me, you are helping me on my journey. Because remember, I said I'm committed, I have a purpose driven passion to helping women live their best life. And if you're listening to me, then you're helping me, and I truly appreciate that. But if you have been thinking about making changes in your life, today is the day. New beginnings, beginning anew in 2022. New opportunities. Yeah. Today is the day for new opportunities. To take a new approach to life, to look at life from a different perspective. And I talked about this a little bit last week. It's an opportunity to start using new words to describe yourself. Words of encouragement, inspiring words, faith-filled words. It's another day. It's another year. We are still here. New beginnings, beginning anew in 2022. So think about this. Think about this. Is it time for you to start making changes in your life? Now, only you know the answer to that. Is it time? New beginnings, beginning anew in 2022. Is it time to change your thoughts? Because so many of us, when we want to make changes, we allow negative thoughts to be the driving force. So is it time for you to go from what if I fail to what if I don't? Is it time for you to go from what if I don't succeed to what if I do? Is it time, again, for you to start using words of encouragement, just beginning with yourself? You're smart, you're intelligent. Is it time for you to change your words? Is it time for you to take care of your own body? Now, instead of making New Year's resolutions, because we'll look in the mirror and we'll say, come January of the new year, and I say this all the time, I'm going to lose 50 pounds. I'm going to lose 30 pounds. But is it time for you to start taking care of your own body? Every day. Physically, emotionally, is it time? New beginnings, beginning anew in 2022. So if you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see, what are you going to do about it? And I don't mean establishing unrealistic goals that's going to create more anxiety for you, but a new approach. New beginnings, beginning anew in 2022. So if you've been going through trials and tribulations, if you're carrying that same old burden, that so many of us carry, and we try to lay it down, but we keep picking it back up. I talked about that last week. Is it time for you to lay your burdens down? Now, that's an old cliche. But think about it realistically. Is it time? And if you've been walking around with your head down, your burdens are so heavy that you can feel the weight on your shoulders to the point where you can't even stand up straight. New beginnings. Is it time for you to hold your head up? Think about this. When we go through trials and tribulations, there's a beginning and there's an end. Now, normally, you're either going out of something, coming out of something, or going through something. And life is a process of evolution, and that's how we learn through our trials and tribulations. So I don't know if we'll ever be free of trials and tribulations. But there is such a thing as elevation. So when we go through something, elevation is on the other side. So new beginnings, beginning anew in 2022. Let's claim it. This is elevation time. New beginnings. So whatever you've been carrying and holding on to, let it go. It's time to receive. Remember, I shared with you, about 3 or 4 months ago. For those of you who've been with me for a while, you know I jog along the lake, and when I jog along the lake, I get clarity. And I repeat this often because it's worth repeating. And that day, I was praying. And that little still small voice said, you're in the receiving line. I said it out loud, the receiving line. Now, even being here today on intellectual radio, that's receiving. Because at the time, when that little voice said the receiving line, I didn't know that I would be sitting here. Look behind me, intellectualradio.com, 708-223-8953 if you want to call in. I had no idea that I would be here at another platform, but I'm here, the receiving line. So if you've been going through something, think of it this way. New beginnings in 2022. This is elevation. Claim it. Elevation's on the other side. So you be on the other side. Claim being on the other side. Start the new year being on the other side. Elevation. It's time to receive. New beginnings, beginning anew in 2022. 2022. Had to get that right. See, this is what happens when you get up in the morning and you're starting something new. You get all excited and your energy is just flowing all at once. You have to bring it down a little bit. And this is exciting. New beginnings, beginning anew in 2022. I'm in the receiving line. I'm bringing you with me. So we are in this receiving line together and experiencing elevation together. So think about what you want for 2022. Think about it. And what do you have to do to begin the journey of receiving what it is you desire? What do you have to do to begin the journey of receiving what it is you desire? If there's a yearning in your heart, in your soul, and you know there's more, it's time to follow through. If you've been questioning, what is my purpose? Why am I here? Then it's time to explore it. Now, I often get asked, Eva, how do I find my purpose? And I can share, which I've done, but I'll share again, how I was led to find my purpose, which led me to where I am today. Again, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about new beginnings, beginning anew in 2022. I'm broadcasting, and you have the Power Facebook group on Instagram, and right here in person at Intellectual Radio, and you can call in at 708-223-8953. But I often get asked, Eva, how do I find my purpose? And the 3 P's, follow your passion. What is it that you're passionate about? What is it that you enjoy doing? Now, this is really funny because I just thought about this. I just had an aha moment. Now, you know I like to talk. My friends will tell you all the time, I talk too much anyway. Not realizing that talking would lead me to where I am. But I've always liked talking, and I've always liked helping other people. That's my passion. Your passion will lead you to your purpose. And your purpose is, what is it that you do that is meaningful to you? And your purpose will lead you to your power. So when you follow your passion, that thing or whatever it is that you enjoy doing, and you lose all track of time when you're doing it, it will lead you to your purpose. Your purpose is what is meaningful to you. And you step into your power when you use your passion and purpose to make a difference, to help someone else. I don't care if you just help one person. So if you're at that point where you have a yearning for more, and if you're questioning, What is my purpose? Today is today to follow through. Or maybe you're one of these people that's lost hope. And that can happen to all of us, because there have been times in my life where I wanted to give up. I told you I tried to talk myself out of being live today on Intellectual Radio. I called Ubong and I said, Ubong, what am I, crazy? What's wrong with me? Now I have to get up early in the morning and get in the car, make myself presentable. And she wasn't having it. She shut it down. She shut that down. She said, you're doing what you're supposed to do. So maybe you're at the point where you lost hope because you're tired. Because life can be very challenging. We all know that. Again, and maybe you've been carrying such a heavy burden. You've been in pain and you lost hope. And I totally understand that. Because like I said, this has been a journey. I just didn't show up here. I started this journey, 2013, and even before that. But, started seeking my purpose. And I've been through trials and tribulations. It's emotional. And there are times I wanted to give up, but I kept going. So if you're at that point where you feel like, I'm just tired and you want to give up, I'm here today, if you're listening to me, to share an encouraging word. If you believe, there's surely hope in your future for you. But it begins with you. You have to believe. And you have to realize you have two choices. You can give up. But if you give up, and if you have a yearning, and if you're not fulfilled, that feeling will not go away. So you have a couple of choices. You can give up, or you can keep going. So it's something to think about. If you're at the point where you feel like you've lost hope, and you're just plain old tired, and you're in pain, think about it today. New beginnings, beginning anew in 2022. In pain and challenges, they help us evolve. They help us grow. Because when you think about it right now, if you look at your life and just think about what you've been through. And here's the thing. You're probably much more stronger now than you were before. And you made it. So if you're in pain, the only way to heal is to face it, your pain and your burdens. And think of it this way. It's an opportunity to learn something about yourself. It's an opportunity to learn something about life. So the choice as to how you treat your pain and your burdens, of course, it's up to each and every one of us. But if you want more, new beginnings, beginning anew in 2022. Again, if you're just tuning in today, we're talking about new beginnings, broadcasting live, right here, Intellectual Radio. You have the Power Facebook group and on Instagram. So if you're ready to make changes in your life, first and foremost, acknowledge it. To thy own self be true. Acknowledge that you have a desire for more. Don't be absent in your own life. This is it. I say this all the time. Again, I don't say anything new, but maybe today is the day that you will hear something new. You will hear it differently. So acknowledge it. If you want more, acknowledge it. And don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. Because I was initially. And I've shared with you. I wanted to be a motivational speaker, an inspirational speaker. I couldn't even say it out loud because I was afraid of being judged. I was afraid, who is going to listen to you? I wouldn't even tell my own friends because I was afraid. But here I am. Here I am. So acknowledge it. I mean, I would write it out, but I couldn't say it. After I realized that's what I wanted to do, to help women, to help others, it took me about 6 months before I could say it out loud. But once I put it in the universe picked it up. 7 years later, here I am. And be truthful with yourself. You can't change anything if you're not truthful. If you don't face it, how can you change it? So if you want more, declare, I want more. Tell the truth. And telling the truth can be painful, but if you don't, it can imprison you. It can stop you. And it's hard sometimes to acknowledge it because it can challenge us. It won't rescue us, but it can cost us if we don't. So today, we're here talking about beginnings, new beginnings, beginning anew in 2022. So acknowledge that you want more. Be truthful with yourself and know what you want. Think about right now, and you've probably been thinking about this anyway, right? You know, we always start thinking about the new year a few months before the actual new year comes in. And then, of course, you know, the beginning of the year, we sit down and we write out these New Year's resolutions and goals. And think about this too. Look at your goals last year and look at the goals this year. Have anything changed? Are you any closer? So know what you want for your life. Know what you want your life to look like. Think about your future. What do you want? And if you can't define it, seek help. I had to. I had to seek help. Got a life coach. Did a lot of crying. I won't lie, I did a lot of crying because I had to connect with my inner being. I was truthful. And I had to change my word to what if I don't to what if I do. And that's a journey within itself because we are conditioned to think. I shouldn't say that. Let me rephrase that. Negative thoughts will enter our minds, and we will allow them to be our dominant thoughts without even realizing it. I had to learn to be conscious of my thoughts. I had to learn to be intentional. I had to learn to change negative thoughts to positive thoughts. I had to learn to believe in myself. And it's just like anything else. When you're first starting out, even if you start a new job, a new position, you have to learn. And you're vulnerable. You feel vulnerable because you don't know the job as of yet. And it's the same thing when I started this journey. It was very vulnerable. So if you have difficulty defining what you want, seek help. You need a counselor? Seek a counselor. If you just need a support group, seek a support group. If you need a life coach, get a life coach. But don't be one of those people that's sitting and waiting for something to happen. You have to make it happen. If you want change, if you want changes in your life, you have to make it happen. If you want more out of life, You have to make it happen. And you can't get caught up in allowing your circumstances to dictate your future. That's where faith comes in. You may not know how it's going to happen, but if you believe, you put a plan together, and you do the work. Think about this. 7 years ago, I couldn't even say that I wanted to be an inspirational or motivational speaker. I couldn't even say it. And I say this to say, here I am, sitting here, broadcasting right now on 3 platforms, an intellectual radio. There are other platforms, iHeartRadio, and I've written 3 books. Who knew? I certainly didn't know. But here's the thing. If you want more, know that you have the power to make it happen. Will it be easy? Most definitely not. But can you make it happen? I don't care if it's living your legacy. If you're at that point in your life where you want to live your legacy, you can make it happen. I talk to women, and some of them are focusing on leaving a legacy. They're so busy focusing on leaving a legacy, they're not even present in their own journey. So I don't care what it is. Know that you have the power. Don't miss out on today's opportunities. Be committed. If you want more, create a plan, create a strategy. It's not going to happen by itself. Know what you want and why you want it. Because when you get discouraged and you want to quit and you want to give up on hope, your why will keep you inspired and it will keep you encouraged. So stay connected to your why and be intentional, be aware. Because this is the journey of receiving. This is elevation. This is the other side. This is the beginning of 2022, beginning anew. This is elevation. We're claiming it. This is receiving. So we have to be intentional of our thoughts, our words, our actions. And we have to be aware. We must be aware. Because when you're on the journey of creating and living the life that you desire, your decisions and choices every day must be aligned with what it is you desire. Is that going to happen overnight? No. Because what you have to do now is train your mind, remember positive thoughts, and there's that awareness piece. And you have to think about the decisions and choices that you make. Are these decisions and choices going to bring me closer? Or are they aligned with what it is that I desire? So you have to learn how to live and be intentional. But it's like anything else, it's a muscle. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. And take bold steps and follow through. And I always say, celebrate the smallest accomplishment, because that will keep you encouraged and inspired as well. And you don't have to try to go from 0 to 100. Small steps. So if you're thinking about making changes in your life, beginning anew in 2022, if you're claiming right along with me, this is elevation. Elevation's on the other side. We're in the receiving line. No more burdens. We're laying them down. We're changing our words. We're changing our thoughts. So today, celebrate. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to celebrate and do something. This is a milestone. I'm sitting here, intellectual radio. And by the way, if you want to call in, the number is 708-223-8953. New beginnings, beginning anew. Celebrate. If you're tired, it's time to bring some energy. Do what you need to do. If you're losing patience, and you're listening to me today, use this as confirmation. Beginnings anew in 2022, elevation. If you're questioning when your dreams will come to pass, work your plan. Keep going. Remember, you have two choices. You can give up in discouragement and still feel unfulfilled, or you can keep going. If you feel like you're at the end of the road, just say one more day. Every day, what can I do today? Every day, what can I do today? And before you know it, you'll look behind you. You're much further along than you even realize. I've had those days. I've had those challenges. You know, I run that lake front. And I've had those days where I wanted to just quit, and I'll say how long. But again, life is a process of evolution. Think about, what are you learning right now? So ask yourself, is it time to face your issues? If you're having issues, if you're having burdens, heavy burdens, carrying them, losing hope, feeling discouraged, is it time to stop hiding? Is it time to place doubt with faith? Is it time to stop being in denial? Is it time to start running from yourself? Remember that old song, You Can't Hide From Yourself? I think it was Temptations. Is it time to move forward? Is it time to live and be the fullest expression of self? Is it time to be free? You get to decide. You get to decide. Your choices matter. They matter for you and the people around you. And your choices could have an impact on generations to come. So you have the opportunity today to create and pursue what it is you desire. Beginning anew in 2022. And I'm a strong believer, and I say this all the time. You, we, us, deserve to live an amazing life. So if you feel like you're not, then it's time. It's time to sit down. Because that's what I did. I had to sit my little self down years ago and think about, what is it that you want, Eva? And what are you afraid of? And you know, there's nothing to be afraid of but fear itself. And the only meaning that fear has is what? We give it. Fear has no power really over us. We give it the power. So think about it. Always remember that. You deserve to live an amazing life. So change your thoughts if you have to, because remember, your thoughts control your emotions, your emotions control your actions, and your actions control the outcome. Be very cautious of your thoughts. And like I said last week, we tend to give negative thoughts much more power than we give positive thoughts. Change your attitude, change your perspective. If you change your perspective, you change your life. Words, speak faith-filled words over yourself. Create a plan, a strategy. And if you need support, don't hesitate to seek support. And just remember, if you are beginning each year doing the same old thing that you started doing last year and the year before and the year before, it's time for you to sit yourself down, maybe. If you want more, maybe it's time to have that talk with yourself. And know that you deserve more. So if you have a yearning for more, You deserve more. You owe it to yourself to pursue it. New beginnings. It's an opportunity to make choices, to enjoy the blessings, to enjoy this life, this unique experience. We only get it once. This is it. There's no do-over. I say it all the time. You get to choose how to approach life. You get to choose your perspective on life. You get to choose. So don't you dare, and you know I'm going to challenge you, don't you dare live your life and allow what it is that you desire to be absent in your life. Don't you dare live your life and allow what you desire to be absent. You deserve the very best. You are amazing. So you know I'm not going to leave without reading from one of my books, Inspirations for the Soul. If you have it, you can read along with me. It's on page 78. And if not, you can order it from Amazon. So what if you, is the message on page 78. What if you decided today is the day you tapped into your passion? What if you used your talents and abilities? What if you had a clear vision and goals for your life? What if you meditated on your vision and goals daily? What if you make consistent decisions and choices? What if you started each morning being grateful? What if you made the decision to stand in your truth? What if you changed all thoughts to positive ones? What if you carved out time for yourself every day? What if you embraced all of your obstacles? What if you had patience, discipline, and focus? What if you learned to enjoy the journey? What if you lived like you had achieved your vision? What if you started to feel a sense of joy and fulfillment? What if you stepped into your destiny? What if you impacted thousands of people or just one? What if you decided today is the day to live for you? Be the person you were created to be. And the question is, what is in your heart that is longing to be manifested? Think about it. What do you want for 2022? It's the beginning of a new year, new beginnings. So think about it. And believe, know and believe that you can achieve what it is you desire. Today is a new day. It's a new opportunity, unique opportunity. Remember, this is elevation. Claim it. Whatever you want, receive it and celebrate. It's the beginning of a new year. I'm excited. I have a new platform. My goal for 2022 is to reach more women. I started thinking about that last year. I started thinking about I wanted to be more effective. I wanted to reach more women. And here I am, not knowing that I would be sitting here right now at Intellectual Radio. The desire was placed on my heart. I said it out loud, and here I am. So my word, each year, Megan and I come up with the word. So what's my word for this year? More. To reach more women, to be more effective, and to have a greater impact. That's it, more. So I am encouraged, and I hope you are encouraged. My vision has been enlarged, and I'm empowered. And that's what I want for you. So this has been the beginning of a new journey. My first day here at Intellectual Radio, and I'm so grateful for this platform. I'm grateful to all of you in the You Have the Power group. You've been with me since 2017, and you get up with me on Sunday mornings. I love you. And to the folks that are tuning in and listening on Instagram, I so appreciate you. This has been a blessing. I will be here every Sunday morning at 7:30. And notice, ladies, in the You Have the Power group, the show is called You Have the Power. And I called it You Have the Power. First of all, that's the name of the group. So instead of calling it Coffee Talk, decided to go with that name. Because at the end of the day, what I want you to hear and walk away with is that you have the power to create and live the life you desire. Again, change will not happen on its own. You need a strategy, but don't you dare live this life and not have what you desire be a part of it. It's a unique opportunity. We only get it once. I am so grateful. And you notice now it's no longer 30 minutes. So I'm positioning you for the new year. You have the power. It's no longer Coffee Talk, but I'm still Eva Kennedy, your certified life coach, and I'll still show up on Sunday mornings, and I'll still have an inspiring and encouraging word. And if you didn't get the phone number, write it down, because now you have the opportunity to call in every Sunday. Write the number down, 708-223-8953. I would love to hear from you. This is the beginning of a new journey. I'm in the receiving line, taking you with me. This is elevation. And if there's anything that I can do to support you on your journey, you know I am always open. Please, you know how to contact me. My information is here. It's 312-725-8099 is my number. And you know, in Facebook, you can just send me a direct message. My email address is eva@oneevolution.com. So I'm here to support you on your journey. This is the beginning of something new. And I am praying for all of us that we have an amazing 2022. But it begins with our thoughts. Remember that. We can control that. So with that being said, you know, I always check Facebook just to see if I have any comments or questions. No, you ladies are quiet. I'm looking at Instagram. I don't have any. It's time to be free, yeah, because this is elevation. And for the folks that may want to call in next week, remember it's 708-223-8953. I will be right here, Intellectual Radio. If you need support, make sure you seek it. Surround yourself with positive people. Again, I want to give a shout out to my friend Ubong, who's sitting right there. I would call her in, but she probably won't come because it snowed here in Chicago last night. And she called and said, I will be there. I'm picking you up at 6:30. She knew this was my first day being here, and she would not let me come by myself. She said, I'm going to be there with you. I walked out at 6:27. She was sitting there waiting. So surround yourself with people that will hold you up, people that know what you need before you even realize you need it. So Ubong, love you, my friend. Thank you. I'm grateful for this platform, grateful for all of you women in the You Have the Power group. We've been together, and I'm so appreciative. I would not be able to do this without you. And to the folks on Instagram, I appreciate you as well. So hopefully, as you think about 2022, hopefully that hopefully you will be able to spend a little bit of time really thinking about what you want. And here's the thing, tap into the person within. Your inner being have all the answers, the support and encouragement that you need. Tap into your inner being. Love and blessings to you and your family. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. I'll be back next Sunday. Have a great day. Happy New Year. Bye.